everyone, this is Twitch and welcome to the special milestone edition of Retro Gamer Ranting. For those of you who haven't realized it yet, because, I'm pretty sure your life doesn't revolve around watching my videos, I have reached the 100 subscriber milestone on YouTube. Last I checked, at least, was 102. So hey, a little over. That really means a lot to me, and I'm going to do a contest, which I'm going to give you the details to that a little later on in this video, so you have to put up with the obligatory thank yous and oh my god, you guys are so awesome stuff, so I'm sorry. Moving on to you guys, I really appreciate all of you for subbing, and people have been there from the beginning. I know the Conduit Killer, he's been there, the Real Vito, he's followed me over from my IGN. He usually leaves a comment and stuff like that, and there's tons of other people, the new ones that have been making comments and subscribing and stuff like that, and I really appreciate it. I want people to subscribe to my channel because they like the stuff I do, not because I'm going to do a sub for sub or something like that, and I think for the most part I've done that. I'm pretty darn sure at least 75% of the people who have subscribed to me hopefully like my stuff. Because you always get those people who just sub hoping you'd sub back or something like that. But the main thing is that I've been waiting for the 100 milestone mark for quite a while, because I had a lot of plans, a lot of shows, a lot of stuff I wanted to do with my channel, and I kind of held myself back to doing a lot of them. I do the Flash Game favorites, I do the Let's Plays, and I have my reviews and stuff like that, but there's a couple other ones I've been knocking around, and I'm not going to go into detail about it now. I'm going to do a channel update, hopefully sometime soon, that's basically going to detail a little more of the future of what my channel is going to be, but and I promised myself I wouldn't get into doing these things until I had at least 100 subs, so I know that people were taking the channel seriously. So I really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate the people who followed me over from Twitter, who followed me over from my IGN, and that it's just really great. I kind of want to give my influences for my channel for those of you who are kind of new to subbing to me and are watching this. I do a lot of Let's Plays, I do reviews, and I do some vlogs and stuff every now and then. I've been doing Terraria Let's Play as of late, I've done stuff in the past. I've done some Conduit and some Torchlight and that kind of, and so I don't really always do the ones that are exactly popular at the moment, just the ones that I enjoy, and so I'm kind of your unconventional type, but basically the inspiration, the people on YouTube that has inspired me to get into this, I've never really went into that, and I sort of want to, I don't know these people personally, I just know their YouTube channels and I watch them, and they sort of were kind of how I don't base my YouTube channel off them, but they've kind of inspired how I do stuff. One of them, Seamus, I'm not even going to try to pronounce how he spells that on his YouTube channel, but anyone who's following him knows who I'm talking about. He does mostly Let's Plays. I got into following him because he'd do Let's Plays on Mario hacks, which are really awesome. And he just seems like that normal, everyday kind of guy that you hang out with, and on the side he sort of does these, and he enjoys doing these Let's Plays, and he does them, and he uploads them. He has like 80 videos a day. I don't know how he does it and still has a life, but he does. But again, I don't know the guy personally, but he kind of showed me, it's like, he has a pretty good flow to him. He does, a good flow, not a pretty good. He does a great job. And he does these. It just kind of goes to show that any everyday kind of gamer can get on here and do what they love, and people are going to appreciate it, and so he does a really great job. He's kind of been inspired me, at least from my Let's Play kind of perspective. From other standpoints, K-Wing, if you've ever followed him on YouTube, he's really awesome. His reviews are kind of, he's a very big Nintendo fanboy as well, from what it looks like. Don't know him personally, again, but he's sort of inspired me because he's just one of those he just seems like one of those people who just started from just doing it as a fan, as just a normal everyday guy, and it's grown into something big. He just has a ton of shows. Well, I mean, he might have even overextended himself. He's even got his wife into it, K-Wife, and they do Let's Plays, they do reviews. He does a bunch of Nintendo reviews and classic retro reviews, and it just seems like, he speaks my language because he's sort of coming from the same generation I do, and I just, I love his reviews. They're very detailed, and I kind of hope to strive to have my reviews very similar to him and other kind of stuff. So he's really cool as well. Um, this was a weird one. Angry Video Game Nerd. Everyone knows him, you know. James Rolfe or something like that. I always am visiting his cinemassacre.com website. He's really cool. I think we're around the same age because all the pop culture references and all the stuff he talks about just speaks to me because it's just the stuff I grew up on too. And, you know, I'm not quite as I guess crude and rude and stuff like that as he is, but just you know he just seems to have grown so much. You know, he just started with doing something small like the Angry Video Gamer, and it's grown into the fact that he's actually in like pre-production to making an Angry Video Game Nerd movie. But really sweet. I mean, it's really sweet. Personally, I don't think I'm very similar to him, you know, with how I do stuff. It's just he's kind of an inspiration with the fact that he just started at nothing and grew and is so entertaining. And he just does what he wants, and that's kind of what I do. Is I just sort of do what I want, you know, my whatever video game I'm interested in at the time I do. I'm not always doing the latest Let's Plays and stuff. So those are kind of my inspirations. There's a couple other things, you know, Classic Game Room I watch, you know, the old Classic Game Room I enjoyed more, I suppose, but those reviews are always very cool, you know. It's just the fact that he wasn't the person who did that, I don't remember his name right now, he never was really influenced by reviews outside of what he knew, you know, so that was kind of cool. So, you know, Seamus, K-Wing, Angry Video Game Nerd, all those are kind of my inspiration for this channel. And then, honestly, if you don't follow those people, then you're under a rock, for God's sakes. Go do it. Um, Again, I've already thanked you guys. I want to thank some of my family. I want to thank my brother-in-law, Mad Dog. I love the guy. He's done commentary with me before. He's helped me with reviews. You've heard him, you know, if you've been following me, you've heard him a couple of times, and I think he does a wonderful job. I don't, you know, I think he doesn't think he does, but he does a great job, and people are very entertained from him. I still think, you know, I loved our Conduit 2 Invasion Mode Let's Play where we just sort of riffed and played and had fun, you know, and we got to do more. We got to do a lot more. But we did a Warhammer one where we just sort of play a multiplayer game and just simultaneous co-op and work off each other. And that's just kind of how we play the games. Like we do that all the time. We've sat there, played games, had a beer, and just riffed and talked and made fun of things. But he's really awesome, and I hope I can get him to do some more stuff with me. And he doesn't have like a YouTube channel or anything, but he should. But he does a great job, and he puts up with my review, my stuff, and he's probably one of my bigger fans because he's like, oh, you put up a video, I'll make sure when I get home tonight I'll watch it, you know. And so he's one of those people who's very supportive, and I just love the guy for it. He's a great guy, and I appreciate it greatly. A friend and coworker of mine, Doolin, he's been doing the Terraria Let's Plays with me as of late, along with Mad Dog sometimes. And he's been very helpful lately with doing that, and he helped me get some better armor on that and stuff. But he had, you know, he comes from the same background of gaming as me, only from different kinds of likes and dislikes with games, you know. It's kind of the whole spectrum of Star Wars versus Star Trek kind of thing. You know, we're friends in that, but when it comes to gaming, we like the same things, but we come from different perspectives, kind of thing. But so I really appreciate him as of late, and of course, most importantly, I need to thank my wife and my kid. Who just are wonderful and supportive. Mostly my wife. My little boy doesn't understand it yet, but you know, just seeing him is supportive enough for me, I believe, and just gets me wanting to do this more. So, but my wife, you know, she's not a gamer. She plays games, but she understands, you know, this is kind of a passion of mine, and she supports me. And every time I'd get a new subscriber or a new follower or something, she'd get all excited, and you know, she'd be like, "Well, how many people viewed your video today, honey?" And it's just wonderful, and you know, and it's great, you know, because a lot of time, you know, so she's, you know, that's not part of her world. She's not really a hardcore gamer or anything, but she knows it's part of my world, and I love her, and she is the best wife on earth. So okay, so there we go. There it is. The 11 minutes of me saying how wonderful this all is and how wonderful everyone is and my inspirations and stuff like that. But so here's the contest. So I thought long and hard about this and how I'm going to do it. And lately I've been on a kick with Steam, especially since I've been having some good deals. And everyone who's been following me knows I've been doing a Terraria Let's Play. Uh, you know, whether or not they're entertaining, that's up to you guys. So I am going to give away a free copy of Terraria on Steam. I'm going to gift it to you, to a lucky person who leaves a comment down below about anything. Leave a comment down below. Leave a comment about, you know, if you need something, leave a comment about your very first video game that you remember playing. How about that? There you go. Just leave a comment down below talking about the very first video game that you remember playing and what you thought about it. And I'm going to have this run for a little while. I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a month. And after about a month is up, I'm going to randomly select someone from the comment section. And of course, I will send you a personal message. And you'll, of course, have to have a Steam account so I can gift it to you. And so we'll have to exchange Steam accounts or whatever the heck it is, or add me or something. And I will gift you a free copy of Terraria. So that is the contest. Leave a comment down below. What is your very first memory of a video game? What was the first video game you remember playing? And what do you think? You know, what was that experience to you? And we'll see. In a little while, you might have yourself a free copy of Terraria. If you already own Terraria and you win, then I will give you an equal value game. You can pick out any game on Steam that's around a $10 value, and I'll gift that to you, you know, of equal or lesser value, and I'll do that too. So I know a lot of people already own Terraria, so if you win, you already own Terraria, you know, I can gift it to you, or you can even say, hey, well, I don't have it, but my friend has been wanting it, gift it to him. So whatever. I'm pretty flexible like that. So anyway, I love all you guys. Thank you. Keep following. Stay tuned. I'm going to be back with some big announcements for this channel. Big to me at least, and I appreciate it. Thank you for 100, everyone. And I'm sorry this ran kind of long and got to the contest kind of long, but hey, I'm a very sentimental person, and I appreciate all of you. And until next time, game fans, this is Twitch. Keep watching, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting. I appreciate it. Keep playing.